everyone? It's the Nation of Podcation Daily Podcast. I'm O'Shea. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Hip-hop superstar and Hot Boys member Hot Boy Turk and his wife start talking about why Turk has been kicked off of the Cash Money Millionaires tour. Wow. Now, he hasn't been kicked off all the dates, not all of them except the Live Nation dates, but all the other ones, he got kicked off. Basically, it was a couple things that they're going to discuss. Basically saying that Turk got kicked off because, one, the promoters didn't have the money to pay everybody, so they had to get rid of somebody, and it ended up being Hot Boy Turk. And then, two, they used the excuse that Turk and BG have been going through it. Turk and BG have been having this back and forth, the war words on the internet for the past 2 or 3 weeks now, and it hasn't been good for business for them. And at the same time, they feel like BG is a bigger artist. BG has a bigger fan base, so they decided to roll with BG and keep him on the tour instead of Hot Boy Turk. So Hot Boy Turk and his wife go off on this next post, mainly his wife. Let's take a look at this clip from Hot Boy Turk and his wife as they explain why Turk has been off of the Cash Money Millionaires tour. Let's tune in.
Right, and it's our responsibility to let y'all know what's going on. As you all know, there has been a tour going on with the Cash Money Millionaires 30th Anniversary Tour, which Turk has been on. A tour that was supposed to have 10 dates that was supposed to actually end in June, but only 2 dates have actually played for this tour. We received a request from Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency, and I also was in conversation with a representative or one of the owners of Dope Shows, the promoters who are promoting the Cash Money Millionaires 30th Anniversary Tour. Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency is the agent for these said tours, these dates. We received notice yesterday while we were in Nashville on one of the Cash Money 30th Anniversary tour dates, where the promoter is Mario Mitchell for this single particular tour. While in Nashville, not only was Turk, and from my knowledge, no other artist was paid, so the Nashville show did not play. The agent, Andrew Ellington, did not pay any of the artists for this particular show. Well, they didn't receive their back ends. So Nashville show did not play, which was yesterday. Yesterday, we also received a message pertaining to the Dope shows, which are Cleveland, which is to play tonight, Chicago, which is to play Sunday, and Detroit, which is to play Thursday, the 31st. So, while my artist is en route, is ready and willing to perform all of these shows, we received an email from Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency saying
4 o'clock this morning.
No, not we haven't gotten to that part yet. I got an email from Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency, basically saying, and to our knowledge, with him being our agent, the funds were secured. Okay.
And the escrow.
We got a message. I got an email saying that, and this is not verbatim, but I do have copies of any emails or messages for verification, stating that in so many words, Dope Shows does not have enough money to pay the artists and wants Turk to accept a minor, very minor portion of his back ends for these next 3 shows as payment to settle. And to my knowledge, this was, being that all of the managers for the guys that are on this tour, we are all in conversation, this was sent to every artist. Okay, Turk respectfully declined. I respectfully declined. Due to making great financial decisions and investments, we are not in a position to where we have to settle for a minute payment when we are over fulfilling our obligation. And after we received this email, I rejected, okay? I received phone calls from another manager who I'm not gonna name at the moment, stating that she talked with Dope Shows, and this is what I was told, and she also sent me a screenshot of this conversation, stating that well, if this is what she says to me, if the artists don't accept it, then I'm gonna have to cut some people out because we don't have the money to pay them. Okay, I have this information, I have this knowledge. Later on last night, well, early in the AM hours, around 4 a.m., I check my email. I wake up, I check my email, and I have an email from Artist by Artist Agency, along with an attorney, and in reference to or on behalf of or because of Dope Shows. Again, this is not verbatim, but I do have this email to read off, saying that because Turk is a risk, and because he and BG had exchanged words on the internet weeks ago, and if we go from the beginning of Turks and BG's exchange, this started, about 1 or 2 years ago, or at least a year ago, last year. And mind you, since then, so many successful shows have played. Saying that because of that, we have to terminate his contract. I don't know who else has received this email. I don't know if it was just because of Turk or what, but we are here to inform you guys that this is a retaliatory act. Our attorneys are on board. Again, why would this come after, mind you, we have weekly marketing meetings with Dope Shows, with Andrew Ellington of Artist by Artist Agency. This was never a concern. Yesterday was the Nashville show, which was due to play. The only reason why it did not play is because the promoter and the agent, Andrew Ellington, and the promoter, Mario Mitchell, did not have the funds to pay Turk. And from firsthand knowledge with other managers, nobody else was paid. Had they been paid, Turk would have performed on stage with the rest of the artists on the show. There would be no concern of a risk. This risk that Artist by Artist Agency, Andrew Ellington, is now stating that Dope Shows is so concerned about. Where is this risk? The show that is the day before. But after we reject the offer to accept only a portion of what's owed, now we get the termination notice. So again, this is a blatant retaliatory act. It is and will be addressed. And we are just informing the fans that if you are coming to see Hot Boy Turk in Cleveland, Chicago, or Detroit, he will not be there. I'm not sure what other artists will be there. I'm not sure who else has received this notice. Who else? I'm not sure. But as for him, he won't be there. But I can assure you that the upcoming dates with Live Nation, who I would really like to, commend them for always doing straight business. The upcoming dates with Live Nation with Turk and all of the Hot Boys will still go on as planned, and you will see him there. So we just want to let y'all know exactly, be completely transparent, and let you guys know what's going on.
I guess I don't have to say nothing this time.
No, he don't have to say nothing, and we're going to stop right here because that was my manager hat. Now I'm about to take that off and put my wife hat on.
Uh-oh.
One moment.
All right, nation, there you have it. See, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. They said that there wasn't enough money for everybody to get the main bag, so they asked Turk to take well below what he was asking for. Now, I respect Hot Boy Turk for saying, I'm not doing that. I know my worth. I know my value. I know I'm part of this team, so I understand that. I wouldn't accept less than what, I'm worth either. Imagine your job saying, you know what, we ain't got the money to pay y'all this week, so we just gonna cut yours back since you're, we feel like you're one of the lower performers. That ain't happening. So I respect Hot Boy Turk. I'm not taking less money for nothing. I'm just not going, I'm not performing. That's how I'm with him on that. At the same time, I knew this was gonna happen because now you got issues and you got people split between BG and Hot Boy Turk, and now we trying to figure out whose side is who won, and is it going to be an uncomfortable situation? Now, they made it work before, but this is fast forward in a couple more months where it has started back up. Everybody thought everything was squashed. Everybody thought everything was cool between those two. When they got on stage, they shook hands in front of everybody. They still never had that one-on-one conversation between each other, which Turk has acknowledged many times, but they still need to sit down man to man to chop it up, because I don't like to see them going back and forth against each other on the internet. There's no reason the Hot Boy Turk should have said that BG's Freedom of Speech album was trash. There's no reason that BG should be dissing Hot Boy Turk. If Turk felt that way about the Freedom of Speech album, he should have just kept it to himself and just said, hey bro, on the side, he should have supported his brother publicly, and then on the side been like, hey bro, the effort was cool, but I know you're better than that, because that's all he was basically saying. But when you start saying the album's trash and stuff like that on podcasts and on your lives and stuff like that, of course BG was locked up for 12 and a half, 13 years, is going to feel some type of way, because why wouldn't he? Anyway, what do y'all think about Turk getting kicked off the Hot Boys tour? What do you think about him only going to be on the Live Nation dates? Nation, y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you all hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Peace.